Have you been eating low-fat yogurt every morning, thinking you're making a healthy choice? Do you grab an energy bar after your workout? If so, you need to watch this video until the very end, because those foods you've been choosing for your health might actually be fast-tracking you straight to diabetes. I have a friend who was always health-conscious. Every morning, she ate low-fat yogurt with granola and enjoyed fruit smoothies after lunch. But last year, her health checkup showed a hemoglobin A1C level of 6.3%. She was pre-diabetic. When the doctor asked about her diet and she told him, he shook his head. The foods she thought were healthy were actually spiking her blood sugar dangerously high. Does this sound familiar? You choose foods for your health, but somehow you feel worse. Weight gain, constant fatigue, endless thirst. You're not alone. According to the American Diabetes Association, 1 in 10 adults has diabetes, and 1 in 3 has prediabetes. The shocking part is that most don't even know they're at risk. Here's what's truly alarming. A 20-year study by Harvard School of Public Health, following 80,000 people, found that many diabetes cases were triggered by foods we believed were healthy. Especially products labeled low-fat, sugar-free, or organic turned out to be particularly dangerous. So which foods are deceiving us? Today, I'm going to expose the foods that pretend to be healthy, but are actually inviting diabetes into your life. I'll show you exactly what these foods do inside your body, backed by solid scientific evidence. First, let's talk about low-fat yogurt. Many of you eat this for breakfast, right? I used to do the same. Low-fat means healthy, or so I thought. But when you learn the truth about low-fat yogurt, you'll be shocked. Yogurt manufacturers know that removing fat makes it taste bland. So what do they add? Sugar. A UCLA Medical School research team analyzed 50 low-fat yogurt products and discovered something alarming. One small cup contained an average of 15 to 20 grams of sugar. That's equivalent to 4 or 5 sugar cubes. What's worse is that this sugar comes in the form of high fructose corn syrup or refined sugar, which spikes blood glucose rapidly. A study from the University of Copenhagen showed that people who consumed low-fat yogurt daily had 27% higher insulin resistance compared to those eating regular yogurt. High insulin resistance means your body becomes insensitive to insulin, and that's like boarding an express train to diabetes. Should you stop eating yogurt altogether? No. Choose Greek-style plain yogurt with natural fat content and no added sugar. Fat actually helps slow down blood sugar spikes. Don't be fooled by the low-fat label. Always check the nutrition label and choose products with less than 5 grams of sugar. The second dangerous food is fruit smoothies. A fresh fruit smoothie after lunch sounds incredibly healthy, doesn't it? I used to make smoothies with banana, strawberries, and mango every day. But when I measured my blood sugar after drinking one, I was genuinely shocked. The problem is that blending fruit destroys the fiber. When you eat whole fruit, fiber slows down sugar absorption, but blending removes this protective barrier. The result is that fruit sugars get absorbed into your bloodstream as quickly as sugar water. Harvard Medical School researchers found that the blood sugar spike from a fruit smoothie was nearly identical to drinking cola. Smoothies made with high-sugar fruits like banana, mango, and pineapple are especially risky. An Oxford University study showed that people who drank fruit smoothies daily had a 21% higher risk of developing diabetes compared to those who ate whole fruits. Meanwhile, people who ate whole apples or blueberries actually reduced their diabetes risk. So how should you eat fruit? The answer is simple. Eat it whole and chew it. And don't eat too much at once. Half an apple or a handful of strawberries is appropriate. Eating fruit before a meal rather than after, as dessert, allows the fiber to slow down sugar absorption from other foods too. The third surprising food is granola. Health food stores display organic granola as a health food. With whole grains and nuts, it seems healthy. But do you know the hidden truth? Most commercial granola is coated with massive amounts of sugar, honey, and syrup. The American Consumer Reports analysis found that 1 cup of granola contained an average of 28 grams of sugar. That's more sugar than in a donut. Plus, during the baking process, the healthy fats in nuts become oxidized and can actually cause inflammation. A Tufts University nutrition study found that people who ate granola for breakfast had post-meal blood sugar levels averaging over 180 milligrams per deciliter. That's dangerously close to the diabetes diagnosis threshold of 200. What's worse is that these high blood sugar levels persisted for more than 2 hours. So what should you eat for breakfast? Try whole grain oatmeal topped with fresh nuts and a few berries. Instead of honey or syrup, sprinkle cinnamon powder, which helps control blood sugar. Research shows cinnamon can improve insulin sensitivity by up to 23%. The fourth food might really surprise you. Plant-based milk, especially products like almond milk or oat milk. People with lactose intolerance or those on vegan diets often choose these. I used to add oat milk to my morning coffee every day, thinking it was healthy and eco-friendly. But when you carefully read plant-based milk labels, you discover something alarming. Most commercial plant-based milks contain added sugar or syrup. Oat milk is particularly problematic because the grinding process converts starches into sugars, resulting in 16 grams of carbohydrates per cup. That's more than double the amount in regular milk. A Stanford University Medical School comparative study found that blood sugar spikes after drinking oat milk were 34% higher than after regular milk. Moreover, plant-based milks contain less protein and fat, providing less satiety and ultimately leading to overeating. So how should you choose milk? If you don't have lactose intolerance, regular milk or unsweetened Greek yogurt is a better choice. If you insist on plant-based milk, always choose unsweetened versions and look for protein-fortified products. And be careful not to drink more than 1 cup at a time. The fifth concerning food is energy bars and protein bars. Many gym goers consume these regularly. I used to pack one in my gym bag every time. I thought it was perfect for both protein supplementation and energy. But when you discover how much sugar is hidden in these small bars, you'll be shocked. The University of Chicago Nutrition Department analyzed 30 popular energy bars and found that each contained an average of 20 to 25 grams of sugar. That's nearly the same as a chocolate bar. Additionally, much of the protein listed is soy protein or whey protein concentrate, which is difficult for our bodies to absorb. What's more serious is that these bars create a blood sugar roller coaster effect, spiking and then crashing your glucose levels. Harvard Medical School research observed that blood sugar shot up 30 minutes after eating an energy bar, then dropped below normal levels 2 hours later. This overworks the pancreas and directly causes insulin resistance. So what should you eat after exercise? 2 boiled eggs with a handful of nuts and some cherry tomatoes is a much better choice. This combination provides quality protein, healthy fats, and antioxidants while keeping blood sugar stable. The sixth and final food is sugar-free beverages, especially zero-calorie sodas and diet drinks. You think they're safe for diabetes because they have no sugar? Actually, it's the opposite. The Weizmann Institute in Israel conducted groundbreaking research, discovering that artificial sweeteners alter gut bacteria and actually reduce blood sugar controllability. Researchers fed artificial sweeteners to mice and analyzed their gut bacteria, finding that beneficial bacteria that metabolize sugar decreased while harmful bacteria that cause inflammation increased. Even more surprising was when they applied this research to humans. People who drank diet beverages daily had blood sugar levels 8% higher than those drinking regular beverages. A Johns Hopkins University follow-up study produced similar results, showing that artificial sweeteners disrupt the brain's reward system and actually increase cravings for sweet tastes. So what should you drink? The best choice is water. If plain water feels boring, add lemon, cucumber, or mint leaves. If you miss carbonation, try unsweetened, sparkling water with fresh crushed berries for natural flavor. Aim for at least 2 liters of water daily. Now I've told you about 6 deceptive foods, but we're not done yet. Avoiding these foods alone isn't enough. What we really need to focus on is making the right replacements. To maintain stable blood sugar, you need the golden ratio of protein, healthy fats, and fiber. At every meal, consume a palm-sized portion of protein, a fist-sized portion of vegetables, and a thumb-sized portion of healthy fats. Following this ratio keeps post-meal blood sugar below 140 milligrams per deciliter. Therefore, the best approach is observing your own body. If possible, buy a blood glucose meter and measure your post-meal blood sugar for 1 week. You can directly see which foods work for your body. Start today. Your body is built from the foods you choose. Make wise choices from now on. Thank you.